What'd you do? Oh, never mind. right. We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 55 of Anime Club After Dark's WTF series, a chance for us to get together every so often and talk about the things that are on our minds and to answer your questions from our Discord server. My name is Alex, but you can call me Senpai, and today I am joined by none other than our con walker himself, Shinoda.
I carry the plague, the con crud, beware.
Did you actually get con crud this
year? No, thank God. I avoided it. I'm happy, but I know a lot of people got it, and some people got COVID, and I was scared for a moment.
Ahoy, ahoy soon. And my fluffy little brother is biting me. Oh no, we can't have fluffy little brothers biting us.
You should post pics of your
Yes, you should definitely post pics of your floofy little brother in our Discord server. But yes, I want to say I did not realize this until I had scheduled this on the calendar for this month, but the last time we did a WTF was May of this year. It's been a while.
Man, we haven't bullshitted in a while, apparently.
We really haven't, but I think we've picked an opportune time to do this. But yeah, unfortunately, both myself, Shinoda, and even Natai, we've all been very, very busy of late these last couple months with not just stuff for the podcast, but also just real life stuff that has gotten in the way of us getting together more often than we'd like. In fact, last night I was streaming, and that was the first time I'd actually streamed a game in just over a month.
Damn. Meanwhile,
June and July were just very, very busy months for me, and just for all of us in general, it seemed. You were doodling. I have seen what you were doodling, you naughty, naughty boy.
Yeah, naughty minx.
But Shinoda and I have recently returned from Otakon. It's hard to believe it's already been a week since Otakon ended.
It doesn't feel like it. I've been so busy every single day, I haven't had time to, decompress.
Have you even had time to unpack?
Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure. Yeah, weebs unpacking right after a con. Yeah, that's a thing that happens. Sure.
Hey, I had to be up all night anyway, so I unpacked. I had nothing else to do after I got home. Nobody
Mr.
else was
Energetic.
even up.
Mr. Energetic over here.
But we'll talk about our trip to Otakon in just a bit. As always, we want to get to our Discord questions first. We only have a few to get to. I know it's been a while, so people probably forgot that we even do this. But before I do get into that, I want to just remind everyone, please do like this stream if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more. We have a brand new episode of the Anime Club After Dark podcast coming out tomorrow. It is a collab we did with our good friend Vixalur. We did another Pokemon Smasher Pass where we all look at Shinoda very disapprovingly the entire time.
And it was a good time, let me tell you.
Yeah. But yeah, we have another one of those coming out tomorrow, so I hope you all check that out as well. You can also check down below in the description of this where you can find links to all the stuff Anime Club After Dark does, including a link to our Discord server where you yourself can ask us questions that we answer on these WTFs. I needed that sip. Sorry. So let's get into it. The first question I have is from Soon, who is in chat right now. How many slice-of-life anime pro tags would it take to beat a gorilla? I can answer that with one. There's only one slice-of-life anime protagonist that you need. It is Mio from K-On! She is canonically the strongest anime character ever created.
I disagree. When we're talking about slice-of-life animes, there is always Haruhi, who is literal god.
Haruhi's a god. Haruhi's a literal god, though. I feel like that's cheating.
Is it, though? She's the protagonist.
She is the protagonist. I don't know if I'd call Haruhi Slice of Life specifically, though. I'd call it more of a drama.
It is a drama. Let's be very real. I'm sorry.
There are elements of Haruhi that are definitely Slice of Life adjacent, for sure.
I'll take that back. Yeah.
But Mio from K-On!, she literally lifts this, several hundred pounds, audio equipment like it's nothing. Bro, I forgot I asked this. You asked this 2 months ago. You asked this back in June.
Now, if we're not talking about those zany characters, it would take, I want to say 25 to 30 people to beat up a gorilla. Like it would take
Yeah,
a good amount of them, like just average normal people. Cause
maybe. I
no,
don't.
the math's been done on it. Like if so many people, like there's gonna be sacrificial pieces, but gorillas only have so much stamina. Like you got a bunch of people circling and going after weak points all at
Mhm.
once. That thing's gonna wear down really quick. Now, a bunch of people are dying. Don't get me wrong; they're gonna
Yeah,
get fucked up. But
especially when the fight first starts.
oh yeah, no, there's gonna be a good amount of people that are just getting ragdolled and pulled apart. But gorillas do not have that much stamina. They will go down pretty quickly.
Yeah. I would say because a lot of, let's be honest, a lot of slice of life stuff involves cute girls doing cute things. I think you need a few more girls than guys. Not to be that
Oh.
guy,
No, you're
but
right. You're right. You're right.
if we're talking about like cute girls doing cute things, I would say you need at least 50 to 75, somewhere in that range. Gorillas actually get bodied by panthers and stuff, and that is true, and I've seen a video of that.
I'd honestly, really, I have not. I want to see that now. What the hell? I'd say you'd need like 45 to 50 women to take on a gorilla. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I would say at least
I've
in the 50
seen
to
women
75
fight.
range.
They're vicious. They are absolutely vicious.
Listen, women will kick you in the balls and think nothing of it. Okay, I'm just saying.
And we'll say thank you.
And yeah, depending on who's doing the kicking. Finn, yes. Please fold me. I mean, what?
Alex. God damn it.
um,
Thank you for the questions.
yes. Thank you for the question, Soon. The next question comes from Classy, aka Classy Ulysses, in our Discord server. What is your favorite soundtrack to listen to in your free time? Now, I interpreted this as anime soundtrack, but if we're gonna go with anime soundtracks, honest, as much as I shit on it, like on the podcast, unironically, I love the soundtrack to My Hero Academia.
Oh my god.
I
Seriously?
and I listen to it, like I will, especially if I'm at the gym. If I'm struggling like on the treadmill or something at the gym, I put on You Say Run. I go for easily another 20 minutes.
It is like the best hype song ever. Like no bullshit. Like it works so well.
Man, I don't that track in particular is so good at hyping me up to want to do a lot of shit. And it's like
It's like I
it's
have
my
the tiger
go-to.
take the fucking road. Like we have You Say Run. Let's go.
We need guys doing wholesome things for slice. I would love a
Oh,
cute guys
absolutely.
doing cute things anime. I would love that. Give me my cute
Oh.
twinks doing cute things.
Oh my god. I mean you're not wrong, but yes. What? So here's the problem. I don't listen to music in my free time that much because in my like free time, reading stuff, reading manga, reading I actually started reading light novels. Let's go. Reading light novels, reading fan fiction online, whatever, watching anime, playing games. I have YouTube, whatever whatever I'm subscribed to in the background going. So I'm constantly either listening to something or paying attention to something. I like in my free time I don't just have BGM. Like
Okay.
it's not a thing for me.
I mean, technically, if you're listening to YouTube videos in the background, that is kind of your BGM.
I wouldn't count it because like it's actual videos. It's not music. I like he's asking specifically about music.
Yeah, you're talking specifically music. Now, I will say something that I have done recently is I've started rereading the Spice and Wolf light novels because they're my absolute favorite, and I have put on in the background while I am reading the soundtrack to the Spice and Wolf anime.
I'm curious, does the Spice and Wolf light novel have an audiobook at all?
It does, and it is available on a couple of different platforms. I know it's available on Spotify, and it's included with your Spotify subscription.
Oh, that's dope as
Now,
shit. I actually have
not-
Spotify Premium, so I might
not-
actually check it.
Not every volume has an English audiobook version yet, but they are steadily coming out. I think they're up to volume 13 or 14 with the audio version, and it's read to you by the voice actors from the anime. So
That's so good. Are you serious?
yeah,
That's
it's
so
read.
cool.
It's read by the voice actor for Lawrence and Holo in
Oh
English.
my god, that's actually amazing.
And from what I understand, the Japanese version, they do the same thing. They have the Japanese voice actors for Lawrence and Holo read it for the Japanese audiobook.
That's legitimately dope as fuck.
The funny thing about it is you would expect that if they're the ones that are doing the reading of it, that they would be acting out their own parts. But they don't. They switch off every so often, like every few like half chapter or whatever. And it's very interesting listening to like J. Michael Tatum try to imitate Holo's voice. And
That's hilarious. Oh, I want to listen to that now. Oh my god.
my favorite music is the Anime Club After Dark starting soon screen. Well, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it because John and then by extension us paid good money for that because it is actually music that we commissioned to be created.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
And I hear it a lot, so it gets stuck in my head from time to time.
Who I forgot who was it that made it for us.
I forget who it was. John, I don't remember off the top of my head. I just know that the person who made it said that we don't have to credit them, so I don't. I probably should, but it is technically our music. Slimy Isekai has an SOL spinoff. Yes, I know.
Yes,
I've seen it. It's pretty good.
It was great. Yeah.
At least in my case with audiobooks on Spotify that cost extra, I used to have a premium account. I mean, hey, the premium account on Spotify is worthwhile. Unpopular opinion, perhaps. I think that YouTube Premium might actually be a better value than Spotify Premium.
Okay, let me delve into this because like you had just unlocked something. I have been thinking about switching off my Spotify Premium to go to YouTube Premium.
So have I.
Just because like I use Spotify Premium a good amount, especially on the weekends because like while I'm in charge, normally when I'm like busy, I put on music and just I'm knocking work out as I'm listening to music. It's great. But now I look at the price, I'm like, they've raised the price a little bit, and like it's so comparable to YouTube Premium that I'm just like, I watch YouTube every single day, and I like not just music, but like everything. YouTube has like a bigger selection of music, if I remember right.
It does.
And I'm just like, and like on top of the videos I watch so that I can avoid ads as well. Not that there isn't other ways. Not yo ho ho. I'm just like, this financially it makes sense. Oh, whoops. That is the tea finishing seeping. Financially it makes sense, and I'm just
as he's breaking everything around him. Did you almost like spill that all over your computer?
No. The tea and the cup is fine. The coaster it was on came attached with it, so like it almost nutshotted me.
Nice,
like, as
very
it fell
nice.
down.
Very. You need to start wearing a cup when we do these recordings because you hurt yourself very often.
Apparently. Also, make fun of me. Live, laugh, love.
Oh, how white woman of you.
Well, Mom did give it to me, so
okay.
Yeah. And listen, she is a white woman, so
you know what? You get a pass. You get a pass. If your mom makes something for you, you are obligated to use it.
Well, she didn't make it. She gave it to me.
I have both, but YouTube, even with screen off, eats my phone data like any good Google product. Yeah, but you know what? For someone with an unlimited data plan like myself, that doesn't matter. But
yeah.
I'm like you, so YouTube Premium offers a little bit more than Spotify. I mean, yeah, Spotify is a very convenient music app, but YouTube Premium has YouTube on it, and I use YouTube almost every day to some degree. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. The fact that you get no ads is also really, really nice. And the fact that I think from what I understand, the YouTube Premium does actually go to pay creators.
Does it actually? I didn't know it
I
does.
forget to what percentage, but I'm pretty sure that there's a small percentage of that goes out to the creators.
And you know what? If it actually supports the people I watch as well, that's actually really worth it for me. Hey, Classy, good to see you in chat. What's up, dude?
Hello, hello.
Um, no, so, and like, because all those factors, I'm like, okay, maybe it's time I, try out the trial version of YouTube Premium while I have Spotify Premium. If I like it more, I'll just do the switch completely. Like, it's gonna be one or two, maybe $3 more per month, but like that's completely affordable. Like, that's fine with me.
Yeah, well, and you're also getting more features than you would with Spotify
Yeah,
Premium. So I think
no,
it kind of justifies the slight price increase. At least in my opinion, it does.
it absolutely does. So I'm just like, let me try it out. Like, sounds like it's worth it. Like, everything I'm looking at makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Might be becoming a YouTube Premium person. Oh God, I
Yeah.
kind of hate saying that. Oh, I hated. Oh, I hate that now. Do I
I have
hate
unlimited, but it
myself?
slows down after how many gigs in a month. Yeah, I mean, I have an unlimited data plan too, and if I remember right, it goes to 4G speeds when I get to 10 gigs in a month.
Yeah, they do throttling, but like here's the thing: if you call them when they do that and be like, "What the fuck? I've used this data. I pay for this data. Like, give
Yeah.
me my data." And
Give
guess
it.
what they
Give it
do?
now.
They fold. They fold immediately, and they're like, "Okay, here's your data back. Thank you for money."
Just call them like Batman, like, give it to me. Give it to me now. Where's my data? But yeah, I've definitely been thinking about making the switch too. You know what? Kind of tangentially related, and I swear we'll get to the next question in just a second. By the way, I don't. We were talking about your question, class Ulysses, about the our favorite soundtrack to listen to in our free time, and we got like bamboozled by a Spotify. um, but no, my ISP in the area here where I live is finally doing fiber. They're finally laying down new fiber infrastructure.
Welcome to the modern
Oh
age,
well,
like 10 years ago.
hey, rural Florida, welcome to the 21st century. But it's kind of frustrating in a little bit of ways because while they're doing this, it's definitely affecting my internet speeds, but there's not a whole lot that I can do about it until it's done. And the way they're going about this is they're basically doing like one city or town at a time.
And I said this to Alex or like earlier when he told us about this. I was just like, look, it's gonna suck for a little while, but like the end product is gonna be so worth it. So
Yeah.
screw it, suffer. Like,
So
you'll be good.
if every so often, even here or when you see me streaming on YouTube, and occasionally it gets brought up during our recordings because it happens then. Yes, sometimes I will go robotic. There's just nothing I can do about it. It's my ISP is laying down entirely new infrastructure around where I live, so there's not much I can do about it. I've been listening to rock and heavy metal music. Hell yeah,
What
Ozzy.
what have you been
R.I.P.
listening
Ozzy
to? Yeah.
Osbourne. All
Actually,
right.
on the way back last night, we actually listened to I forgot which album was it, but one of Ozzy's albums. That was great. Great time. We
Nice,
were all just belting out, singing to it.
nice. Yeah, R.I.P. to Ozzy Osbourne. That's happened since the last time we did a WTF.
A lot of people died. Did you see that? Oh, I forgot the actor's name. Chancellor Valorum.
Terrence Stamp died today. Yeah, I did see that.
Yes.
Terrence Stamp, also the voice of Truth in the Halo games.
Right, right. So many iconic roles.
And he has one of the best like lines before death in video games. I am Truth, voice of the Covenant. And then Keith David's like, and so you must be silenced.
What a iconic.
That is one of the best exchanges ever in video games. I do not care what you all think.
What's his name? Terrence.
Terrence Stamp.
Terrence
He was
Stamp.
also
Yeah.
Zod in the Superman movies in the 80s.
And man, he was such a good Zod. He genuinely was.
Terrence Stamp was a great actor. Like genuinely, and funny thing, I legit thought he died like 10 years ago. I don't know why I thought that, but I was
Well,
convinced
he's been
he died like
old
10 years
for a
ago.
while.
I don't think he's like been acting for several years.
No, I think he retired from acting a while ago.
That is true. Terrence Stamp only played Truth in Halo 3. There was a different actor in Halo 2 for Truth. I forget who it was, but I would argue that in 3, the Terrence Stamp did a better job. They got listen. I was looking back at this recently. They got some legitimately badass actors to do voices in the Halo franchise back in the day, man.
It was good. And now it's just not the same.
And now it's
he was
it's
in
not.
2016, Crow?
I believe so. Yes. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
he
assuming
was.
you're looking at the IMDb, so I will say yes.
Yeah, no, I am.
Man, Halo is such a good franchise. It's a shame it never got another game after Reach.
Hey, look, Halo Wars 2 was good. Okay,
Yeah,
fuck off.
Halo Wars 2 is pretty decent. And it's kind of required playing if you actually want to understand the story of anything going forward. Anyway, the next and final question we're actually going to get to comes from New Vegas Savior. What is the most anime out there? High School of the Dead.
Disagree. You know
Really?
what I think it is? Gintama.
Okay, Gintama is actually a good answer. I will give you that.
Gintama is the most anime to anime. It has every single anime trope. It references every goddamn media, including every other anime. It is the most anime to anime. It's a fucking Rakugo, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with this, even though I've never actually. I mean, I can't say that I've never watched Gintama. I've watched a handful of episodes of Gintama, so I kind of know what it's got going for it. But
To my great shame, I unfortunately have to agree with that. I've only watched like 10, 15 episodes, and like I never picked back up on it. But like what I didn't watch, I enjoyed. I'm like, okay, I can see the potential, and I know like it takes 60 to 100 episodes before it apparently like gets really going and really good, and like what makes it so iconic. But it fell off for me. I need to eventually dedicate time to it.
Baki and Bobobo are both also great answers. Justice League Unlimited is the best anime ever. Okay.
Sir, I don't know about that.
It's good. I will give you that.
I love Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. It's like foundational childhood cartoons for me.
I don't know. High School of the Dead for me is like when anyone says that when anyone asks this question, like what is the most like anime? Like you have to be an anime fan to really appreciate it. It's either that or I would maybe even go so far as to say the Monogatari series, but that's more of an intellectual pursuit than anything else.
A true gentleman's anime, if you say so.
Well, because it's so out of context, Monogatari makes no sense.
Yeah.
Even in context, there are things in Monogatari that make no sense. Redo of Healer is just porn. I'm sorry, but it's just porn.
That's just hardcore porn that we
No,
like.
it's not even hardcore.
Yeah.
It's softcore. You don't see dick and balls.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Technically speaking. I was thinking more about the R word, but yeah.
Whoa. Let's not go there. Apparently you can say that now on YouTube without getting, like, in trouble.
Oh, yeah, let's go rape. Let's go.
No, don't, not like that. No. We here at Anime Club After Dark do not condone this statement at all. This for research purposes, this is a joke. This is a joke.
I joke. Jesus Christ.
By the way, can you tell that I've gotten a little bit of sun on my face since I've gotten back from Otakon? Look at how fucking red I look. Holy shit.
Can you see me? I've gotten more brown and crispy.
Whoa, that's because you've been in the oven too long.
Wow, Alex. Wow.
All right, we got to move on before I get us canceled.
Nothing to do with the fact that I was at the beach yesterday, but sure.
I mean, I saw that picture you posted. Let's see. Monogatari is one of the few anime where you are genuinely missing a lot of context just by not speaking Japanese. Yes, if you don't
That's the
understand like
unfortunate
Japanese,
truth.
the Japanese language and like Japanese puns and stuff, or Japanese culture, you're missing out on a lot of it. And honestly, watching Monogatari taught me about a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, it's like just watching it and listening to it, even if you're just reading the subs, like you need to understand, you need to have translators notes, and like you need to go into the discussions just to like understand the nuanced jokes and all of that. And it's so cool, but at the same
But
time
it's
such a
daunting.
pain in the ass because of
It's a
that as
daunting
well.
watch. It's one of those anime you cannot. Natai and I have talked about this when we did our spoiler cast series for it. That it is not an anime you can watch passively at all. You have to be constantly paying attention. Also, the Monogatari series has one of the best uses of localized subtitles I've ever seen in anime. There is the scene where I believe this is in Nise Monogatari. Maybe it's in Bake Monogatari. I genuinely can't remember now. But it's the tongue twister scene. And it's when
Yeah.
Araragi does the Japanese tongue twister. The subtitles do not translate it literally. They actually just put an actual English tongue twister in there. And it is not anything close to what he's saying. And I'm glad they did that, because if you put what the like literal translation is, it would make sense for what's being said, but it wouldn't get the point across that it's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it's like, and that's one of the good times when like subtitles and localization is done right, and that's a good way to do things. I'm not even gonna bother.
I can't. I can do it if I'm drunk.
You have to be drunk. You have to be inebriated to be able to do it.
Yes. I should practice it and actually just record myself doing it once.
Oh god, just release it as a clip.
Any isekai show is the most anime show. You know, it's funny that people say that, because there's a lot of people that like really equate isekai now with anime, and it's not undeserved, because there's a lot of isekai anime, and the Japanese just seem to really love this kind of trope. But I'm gonna be the first to tell you, the Japanese didn't come up with it.
What,
There have been isekai stories since before anything Japan ever did. I mean, Mark Twain's A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court is an isekai.
Yeah, no. Isekai's been existing for an extremely long time.
There is, from what I've understood, I have not actually gone and read it, but I have read The Wizard of Oz is an isekai. Yes, 100%.
There's been isekai in like even the 1800s that I've seen.
From what I understand, there's the mention of something in the Kojiki, which I think is the founding text of the Shinto religion, and that was written like almost 2,000 years ago, or more than 2,000 years ago. And it mentions a story in there, I think, that can be interpreted as an isekai, of a fisherman that falls down a whirlpool and meets like mermaids and some shit. So Gulliver's Travels is, yes, also technically an isekai. Gate, yes, Gate is definitely an isekai. Gate is a reverse isekai. Yeah, I Alice in Wonderland. Yes, you're all naming wonderful Western isekai. It's just, I think it's because the trope has a name that's Japanese that people kind of associate with it.
Yeah. But like no, the actual trope itself is much older than that.
It's been around for a long time, and it's not exclusively Japanese. But anyway,
I do wonder what the first mention of an isekai story is, technically speaking.
You mean like an actual isekai story, or a story being called an isekai?
First isekai story.
It may be that one that's in the Kojiki that's like 2,500 years old.
When was Dante's Inferno written?
The 1600s?
Okay.
Technically,
so
Event
not as
Horizon
old.
is an isekai since the ship goes to hell. Yes, technically, Event Horizon is. I would argue that Event Horizon is a reverse isekai, because the demons come onto the ship.
Yeah, technically the ship becomes a gateway to hell. Like it went to hell, but then came back, and it open as a gateway.
Event Horizon is such a guilty pleasure movie for me. I swear to God.
It's a fun movie, man. Like, it's not great,
Sam Neill's
but it's
scream
fun.
in that is just so good. I love. There's like 3 movies where that dude does some of the best screams you'll ever hear in cinema.
Oh man, I haven't watched Event Horizon in so long. Kind of want to see it again now.
It's a really good movie. Silent Hill is Isekai. Well, wait a minute now.
Is it? I thought they were just trapped in town.
I thought it was just an actual horror movie, or horror game rather. But anyway, shall we move on?
Yes,
Because that is it for the questions. I want to talk about Otakon for a minute because Chinoda and I did go to Otakon last weekend. We're both wearing the shirts. This is what it looks like in the front, and Chinoda's wearing his backwards.
Yeah. Let me get a little bit closer. The theme this year was camping.
Yes. The theme for Otakon this year was camping. Last year it was time because it was their 30th anniversary. I think specifically the theme was the passage of time.
Yes, the passage of time.
But yeah, the theme this year was camping, so they did a lot of camping related stuff for their art and their merch,
including a stamp rally, and the stamp rally was in collaboration with Eurocamp,
which I have right here. I did the stamp rally.
Yep, I did it first, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, you did it on day 1. I did it on day 2. But yeah, if you finished the stamp rally, you got some Eurocamp Japanese postcards. So that was cool.
Oh,
and you also got some stickers. You also got a couple of stickers, which I'm gonna really struggle here to show simultaneously. But yeah, that was really fun. I'm glad they did that sort of collaboration.
Yes, it was a collaboration. Yeah, Otakon and Eurocamp collaboration.
I kind of wish they'd done a little bit more than just the stamp rally, but hey, it was really fun to do the stamp rally.
Yeah, and like
and they
the
had
purpose
you going
of
all
it,
over the convention center too.
Yeah, which was the purpose of it? Is like, hey, there's a lot of like different things you can do rather than just the normal stuff, and it's like cool because you actually got to like those different places you might never think about checking out, and you'll like go to get the stamp. You're like, all right, yeah, while I'm here, let me check this out, see what it's about. And that was such a fun time. Like this year, I spent more time than usual at the art alley just because I was like, okay, let's see what there is to purchase this year. Not artist alley, the art alley. That's
show.
The art show. I'm sorry. That's the word for it. I'm sorry. Art
no,
show.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They used to have that in Artist Alley. They don't anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why they moved it, but
I actually like where it is now. It's better because it's more room in Artist Alley. For artists.
Yeah, no, you don't hear me disagreeing. More
I
room
actually
as always.
that's something. Imagine checking your email and seeing a friend sent you the Yodercamp postcard, or checking your mail rather. That would actually listen. They are actual like Japanese postcards, so it is pretty cool. I love how both this year and last year, Otakon has done a lot to make things a lot more smooth getting around and into the convention center. I love the fact that they've opened up Artist Alley and the dealer's room into one giant room that has
They
like
did
the
that
freeway.
last year, though.
Yeah, I know.
right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying this year and last year, they've done a lot of improvements to make the con experience a lot better, in my opinion. And moving some stuff around, like moving the art show to its own place outside of Artist Alley, I think was a good change. Moving the auto show from the dealer's room up into the game room, I thought was a good choice.
I agree with that, but at the same time, I kind of miss it being in the dealer's room. I don't know, just the vibes of it. Like, I loved it in the dealer's room.
I will say it not being there let them make a lot more space in between the booths, and it made getting around the dealer's room a lot easier.
Yeah, seriously, thank God for that. Like, that is, unfortunately, that is the positive side. It's so much easier to navigate. I loved it. And it's like, I miss the cars, sure, but, like, I can just go to the video game room to check them out, which I did, like, at one point.
And the thing I do like about the game room is that they've added more, like, chairs and stuff in there. So it's a nice place just to go sit down and relax if you just have some time in between stuff you want to do.
And I think there was even more games this year, actually, which was even better.
There were a lot more arcade games this year than there's ever been.
I love it. I hope that returns next year as well because I'm like, okay, next time I want to spend like dedicated time in the arcade room, just like having fun with friends and all that.
Yeah. Speaking of the dealer's room, though, I do want to show off one thing in particular that I picked up. So I love getting art books and stuff at conventions and whatnot because I love seeing how the sausage is made with anime. And one thing I found at the Kinokuniya booth, which bless them, I really wish they'd open up a bookstore here in Florida somewhere, anywhere. Tampa, Orlando, hello, hello.
I know what he's pulling out.
But excuse me. I found this, and it is a book from Bocchi the Rock, art book from Bocchi the Rock, but it is a book full of keyframe animations.
It's so good. I actually looked at it while I was in Alex's hotel, and I was absorbed.
Yeah. So I get to look at all the keyframe animations, and it's really really cool. I absolutely adore stuff like this. I want to see if I can find the one where it's Bocchi freaking out, which shouldn't be too difficult because she does it every single episode. Let's see.
But yeah, no, it was great flipping through this book while I was there. I was just like, oh god, I could spend an entire afternoon just looking at this. It's genuinely cool. And another friend of ours, Gouda, he
Look at these keyframes for the hands on the guitar. Oh my god. Sorry.
No, you're fine. One of our other friends actually got another Bocchi the Rock art book actually, and that was beautiful as well. Just like referencing character art and scenes, just all types of things. I was just like, this is dope. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm glad I picked this up. And also, I came across a booth that was selling some Hololive merch, and you know I had to stop
Of course.
in. You know I had to stop in, and I bought a lot of stuff with Ina. In fact, one of the things I did get there was this nice little Ina acrylic stand, which will go back here with all of my others.
One of my favorite stories about him buying so much Ina stuff is that someone actually met him the day after. You want to tell the story?
Well, so this is actually the same day. This is on Friday.
Oh, I thought it was the day after.
No, it was on Friday. So that was the day I was wearing. I was wearing my Pekara shirt. I wasn't wearing my Ina shirt. I wore my Ina shirt on Saturday, but I was carrying around some Ina art that I had bought at Artist Alley, and there was another thing in the dealer's room that I bought from the same stall that I got the acrylic stand from, and she comes up. This woman comes up to me and is like, "Hey, would you like an Ina bracelet?" And it was like one of those bead bracelets, like the stretchy kind. And it was just, I had beads like with her colors on it, the purple, yellow, black, and it had Ina written on it in like the little block letters. It's like, sure. And so I just took it and put it on, and then she's like, "Oh, would you also like an Ina coaster?" Like, sure, free merch.
It's so cute. Oh my god.
So that was cool. I wore that the rest of the convention. I wore that.
He did actually.
I still have it. It's kind of away in my room now, but I should have worn it for this recording. But that was cool. I don't know what I did to deserve free merch, but cool. I'm not going to say no to it, especially when it
Fans
involves
recognizing
Ina.
fans.
Exactly. But one thing I was able to get, it made me sad to see it. Well, actually, no, it didn't make me sad. It made me very happy, even though I'm never going to see her again in this incarnation. The stall that I got the Ina acrylic stand at also had some autographed Hololive cards, and these are hand signed, and I picked one up. They didn't have an Ina, sadly, but they did have a Mume.
Oh.
So yeah, this was hand signed by Mume, and there's obviously not going to be any more Mume merch. So I saw this and I had to get it. I'm gonna miss this little owl so much. She was a very good VTuber. I'm sure she will come back eventually as someone, but I saw that and I had to get it.
I'm genuinely glad you have that though. Like you that like of everything you got, like that's the thing you were like the happiest about.
I don't know if it was the happiest.
Weren't you? I could have sworn that made you.
I think the burger I got and gave to a certain someone was probably what made me the happiest.
Okay, all right.
Also, I got this little teeny tiny chibi acrylic stand, Avina.
So cute.
I actually, when I bought this, I thought it was a keychain. I did not realize it was an acrylic stand.
You know, initially when I saw acrylic stands, I was like, this is kind of stupid. But like now that there's more of them, and I've seen them more often, I'm just like, okay, I get it now. It
They're
saves
cheaper
space.
than figures.
Yeah, they're cheaper and they take less space than figures.
And they have great art on them.
No, seriously. And in my opinion, they can look better than figures because like the art is actually good. Like figures, unless you're getting
Since they're flat, very easy to store.
and it's like figures, they can there's some really good ones, but like the really good looking ones cost stupid amounts of money. And it's like acrylic stands don't take nearly as much. So I'm just like, I get acrylic stands now. Like they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I got some other stuff there, but it was mostly just art and stickers. And I could show some of it off, but I figure it is what it is. We did find one booth in the artist alley that was selling some absolutely gorgeous art, which I had to get. One of them was Ina, and then I also got a Mau Mau and a free run, which I think you ended up getting the Mau Mau and free run one.
Yes, I did. I actually have them back here, which I was going to show
back
off
in the
after
pile
you.
somewhere.
No, it's right here. I have it pulled up. It is ready to go. I was just waiting for you to show off your stuff first.
The con I used to go to, they had a wrestling ring in the middle of their vendor hall. Last year, they moved it to one of the upstairs rooms. A wrestling ring in the middle of the vendor hall. Man, could you imagine cosplay wrestling at an anime convention? That would be fucking amazing.
God, could you imagine your whole cosplay just falling apart?
Like, bro, do you remember? I don't know, Shinoda, if you're in your 30s now, so you're probably old enough to remember this. Do you remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
Oh my God, that's a throwback. Jesus.
Just imagine that today with anime characters. That would be fucking awesome.
No. You know what's fucking funny? Okay, so there's another two cons that I go to that I know I've talked about it in the podcast before, MagFest and Katsucon. Right outside of the convention center for that Gaylord Hotel, there is a restaurant called the Cadillac Ranch. And in there is a bull riding thing in there. So you get all sorts of drunk cosplayers going to that thing and riding that bull. And let me tell you, it is some of the funniest shit watching cosplayers ride it. Because some of them, they just get flung off and their cosplay gets wrecked. And then there's others that are like in full gear cosplay that are just hanging on without effort, and everyone's like, what the fuck, how are you doing that? And it's so funny to watch. Great times. I wish I might have videos of it that I might post later if I can find it, but it's genuinely amazing.
I was about to comment on saying stands look better than figures, then you mentioned cost. Some Warhammer painters have literal works of art on $1,000 models. Holy shit.
Yes, I know this. There's a reason why I'll never get into Warhammer that deeply.
Yeah. You'll play the video games, but that's like, about it.
I've played some games. I've watched some, read some books, and watched some of the animations. But outside of that, like, I'm good.
Yeah. That's about, and maybe read some on the lore.
Yeah,
yeah. Reading the lore is free.
Actually, I love putting YouTube videos of it in the background. That way, I'm playing something and listening to lore, and that's always a great time.
Trade off or I'll buy the models, but you have to learn how to play. No.
Son,
no.
You are working 2 jobs right now to feed your addiction. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
Speaking of addictions along the lines of the same lines as Warhammer, there were a lot of booths I saw this year at Otakon selling Gunpla. They even had an entire section of the conventions that are dedicated to it. And every time I went by one of those, I'm like, God, Gunpla looks fun. And then I look at the price and I'm like, I'm glad I'm not into Gunpla.
You're working one job. Oh, you have a story to tell me later. Okay.
I left the other one since I'm secure again. There you go. There's the
Oh,
story.
okay. Well, congrats.
But yeah, I look at Gunpla and I think, God, this looks fun. This looks like a very relaxing hobby. This looks like something I could get lost in like Legos for hours.
It's literally that. It's literally just Legos.
It's just Legos, just a little more tedious. But I personally would find that very very interesting. But then I see the price for some of these Gunpla sets, especially the really beautiful ones, and I'm like, I'm good.
I mean, here's the thing with Gunpla, like, you just gotta find the right store that's selling it at a reasonable price, and then, not going for the immediate, holy shit, super high-end, beautiful models. No, start with the stuff you like that's more casual in price. Like, it can only be like 20-30 bucks. Like, there are plenty of affordable Gunpla. Like, it is not that expensive to get into. The expensive part is the time you spend on it, honestly.
Well, and there are some sets that are legitimately very expensive.
No, don't get me wrong. Like, the actual super high-end models are, like, expensive. But, like, it's
you say
affordable
that
to
Gunpla
get
might
into.
be cheaper than Warhammer stuff, but it's still not cheap.
Oh, yeah. Let me highlight the... There we go.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I have no doubt that there's some Warhammer stuff that's super expensive and way more out there than Gunpla. I get that, but it's still not cheap.
No, neither of it is cheap at the end of the day.
Yeah. Now, one thing I definitely want to talk about when it comes to Otakon was something that did we both do it? I can't. No, I don't. You weren't there. I don't think you were there. Me and a couple other people that were there went to a performance of Katsura Sunshine, the Rakugo performer who performs in English.
I missed it. I was so mad about that.
I am so glad that I went. I've seen this guy's videos on YouTube before, and I'm so glad I finally got to see him perform live at Otakon, and it did not disappoint. His show, he had two shows. We only went to the one on Friday evening. I'm so glad that I went though, because it was funny. It was great. He was so high energy, and it was better than just watching it on YouTube. As good as those are, go look at Katsura Sunshine's videos on YouTube. He is such a good Rakugo performer, and he's actually studied with like actual Rakugo masters in Japan.
And if I remember right, like he's the only professional Westerner to do Rakugo.
He's not the only one. There are a handful, but he is by far the most popular.
Okay.
There's maybe like 4 or 5 others. But he also has 2 apprentices right now that are also doing Rakugo in English.
Okay. So there are more. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's excellent, actually. Because the Rakugo is an industry I want to see survive and go on.
Rakugo, listen, for those of you who do not know what Rakugo is a very specific type of Japanese comedic storytelling that's been around for a few hundred years now, 200-300 years. And there are very specific rules for how you tell Rakugo stories. You're only allowed to use 2 props, a hand towel and a fan. You sit on a cushion. You sit up on an elevated stage, looking out at the audience, and you usually, like, if you're portraying, because the Rakugo performer is there by themselves, and they have to portray multiple characters, so they look different ways when they're portraying different characters. But it's a really fun thing to watch, and especially when you see like the new twists that they put on old stories. Because these Rakugo performers have been telling some of the same stories for 200-300 years now, and they're still just as funny. Like you will sit there and listen to someone like Katsura Sunshine tell a story, and you can see the punchline coming, but it's the way he tells it makes it funny.
Yeah, each performance is different, minuscule as it might be with some of them, but it is different, and it is such a wonderful treat to watch. And speaking of Rakugo and performances, there is actually an anime as well that I know both me and Alex will highly recommend. Goes by Rakugo. What was the full title?
Shin. Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me a second. I'll bring up the actual title.
Yeah, while he looks it up, anime itself wonderful and tells a great background story, in
I got it.
performances and in the actual what's it called show the Rakugo actors' lives and all that. What a
Yes.
wonderful show! Genuinely love it. Highly recommend. Go ahead, Alex.
The name of the anime is Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju, is the full title.
And the
I will.
English.
I mean, the English translation is Showa and Genroku era lovers suicide through Rakugo.
Okay, there we go.
For those who are in the chat right now, I will post a link to it on my anime list.
Excellent. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, no, seriously, Rakugo is an amazing storytelling form and great anime as well.
It's a phenomenal anime. It's 2 seasons. Each season is 13 episodes, so it's a pretty quick watch, but it's a great story. Highly recommend it. And especially if you want to learn about Rakugo as an art form, because they go through a lot of its history and what it means to the Japanese people in that anime, and how important the master apprentice relationship is.
Yeah, in-depth detail.
And also the fact that up until very recently, it was a boys only club.
Yeah, and that comes from very old stereotypical culture things. Thankfully, that is one of the things I'm happy is changing because yeah, no one should be relegated from culture just because of their sex. Like that doesn't make sense.
Um,
And
what the fuck
what?
did you write? Fuck Canon Gamcha. I have no idea what this is referring to.
What?
What
I
are you? What are you referring to, Sing? I have no idea what you're referring to here.
where's what? What is he talking? Okay, I'm ignoring
I
that. I don't
I
even know what
literally
that's
have
about.
no idea what it is you're referring to with that comment in regards to what we've been talking about.
Anyway, no, I'm genuinely mad I missed out on that. I know I was doing something else that I did enjoy, but I am mad that I missed out on that. So I'm hoping he comes back to Otakon. Hopefully they can get him again, book him again, so that next time I can be like, all right, lining up 2 hours early just to get into this.
To be fair, it was the room was completely full. I hope if he does come back, they put
They'll
him in
put
a
him in
bigger
the
room.
main stage.
Put him in a bigger room. It doesn't. I mean, at least in panel one, where there's way more people, way more space for people. Because it was great. And I'd love to see him get like a featured events thing where he can go for like an hour and a half.
A true performance length. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
I'm trying to think. Oh, one other thing that I was super excited about. So every year at Otakon, Discotech puts on an industry panel at Otakon, and they announce a bunch. They usually announce a bunch of stuff they've either acquired or are working on that's going to come out soon. I love Discotech because they are a company that licenses and distributes and puts onto physical media. Stuff that has been out of print for usually a long time, or stuff that is difficult to find, especially when it comes to streaming. And I'm a big proponent of physical media in general. But something that they announced, what?
Just want to say real quick, I might cut out because I just heard a very loud thunderclap just now. So if I
It
cut
happened to me
out,
yesterday while we were
yeah,
streaming.
you might know why. Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
I didn't hear it on the stream, but I get it. I had that same thing happen yesterday. But no, I was at the Discotech panel, and at the very end, they announced something that I was super happy about. You also weren't there for this either, but Discotech did announce, and by the time, I mean, now it's
They already
public
revealed it
knowledge.
online. Yeah.
They have acquired the license to Monster, and they are releasing a brand new Blu-ray release of it, and I am so happy. Monster is an anime that more people should watch. It is absolutely phenomenal, and it is based on a manga that is equally phenomenal.
Genuinely so goddamn hyped for it. Like so many people don't know this old head anime, and let's be very real, Monster is an old head anime at this point. But my god, we're gonna have a beautiful restoration of it, and it's gonna be so goddamn good. I'm genuinely excited. But
I
like
could not be happier.
the other one I'm super happy about, fucking Golden Boy.
Oh yeah,
Golden
so
Boy.
they have also re-licensed Golden Boy, and so from what I heard in the panel that they did, fun fact about Golden Boy, not so fun fact actually. The original film masters for Golden Boy are technically lost media. So it's been very, very difficult to get any kind of actual restoration, 4K or otherwise, for Golden Boy. So what they have done is they have said that they have done the best they can with what they have. It is a restoration, although it is simply going to be, mostly at least, an upscale. That's sad, but it also is kind of the reality. Without the film masters, you can't really do a proper restoration or remaster. So they have said with what they've got so far, it definitely looks better than the original DVD release, and it looks better than the original broadcast release, but it's still not great.
And here's the thing, I will say this for a long time. Discotheque does amazing, fantastic work. Everything they've done, I genuinely loved. So if they say they done the best they can to the best of their abilities, even without the masters, which are apparently lost media, like, screw it. I believe them, and if it's actually better, I'll still buy it, because I take their word for it. They are, like, for fans, by fans kind of, what's it called? Studio.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I want to support them in that. And, like, do I want to see an even better looking Golden Boy? Hell yeah. So, I'm gonna get it when it comes out. I'm genuinely super excited.
One of these days, someone's going to find those film masters in, like, a random house in Argentina or some shit.
Oh, my God.
But
And
hey,
that's gonna be the holy grail.
I have the original DVD release. This is in beautiful 480p, by the way. But hey,
God, remember when 480p looked good?
Yeah, on a tube TV. Which, I mean, to be fair, when this originally came out, we were all using tube TVs.
Yo, if they did that with Ninja Gaiden Black, I would go batshit. I genuinely would.
Yeah, this DVD right here is from Discotheque's original licensing of Golden Boy. So I'm also, when they release Golden Boy on Blu-ray, I'm definitely picking that up. So yeah, those were two announcements that I was genuinely very happy about with Discotheque.
And they made a bunch of other announcements as well, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there were some other announcements as well. They picked up the license for 3 more Digimon movies. What else? I mean, there was so much that they talked about. I can't remember all of it, but the two things that I was most excited for were Golden Boy and definitely Monster.
Genuinely super exciting, great stuff.
But those were like the two panels or events that I really enjoyed them. I mean, the burlesque show was really fun too, but they do that every year.
Oh, that was good times.
Perhaps we barked at Makima just a little too much.
The thing was, there were several of us barking at Makima too. That's the great part. Oh, boys, let's get into the After Dark section a little bit. Burlesque show was naughty.
Naughty. It's always naughty. That's the point.
Yeah. Burlesque show, for someone who doesn't know, it's basically just a strip show, except
without stripping.
Yeah, without like full on stripping. But it's essentially a naughty dance skit.
And it's all in cosplay, typically.
And this was all in cosplay. Cosplay made to be taken apart as well. So just a great
Bro,
time, very
bro, when they
fun.
did the Avatar one and all the women were going fucking
The
crazy.
women, it was not just the women, let me
Well,
tell you.
true, it was a lot of women though. Did you hear the high pitched screams?
Did you see all the women that were running to the stage? And the
Yeah,
men? Oh my
yeah.
god. It was Zuko and Iroh doing a burlesque, and let me tell you, that got the biggest cheers. For good reasons, too.
Yeah, I mean they were both great dancers.
I honestly think they might have been the best of show.
Might have been,
Honestly.
yeah. Um, Unpopular opinion and even a hot take. I don't like the first openings for both Digimon and Pokemon. Wow, that is a bit of a hot take.
Wow. Okay, Digimon I can somewhat understand, but Pokemon? Really?
You're gonna sit here and tell me you don't like I wanna be the very
It's a
best
weeb
like no
classic. What
one
are you
ever
talking
was.
about?
That was from a time when like they used to do a lot of localized openings. They don't anime doesn't do this anymore. Like localized anime doesn't do that anymore. And there's a part of me that's like kind of sad about that. But then there's also a part of me like, well, at least now we're getting the authentic anime experience.
Yeah, like I missed the localization aspect because it was a part of the culture.
We did miss out on the best Dragon Ball opening because of that though. Just saying.
Uh, I did love no, I mean growing up I did love what we got. What was it called?
Rock the Dragon?
Rock the Dragon. I enjoyed Rock the Dragon. I still do. Like it has a nostalgic place in my heart.
Um I don't really have much else to talk about when it comes to Otakon itself.
I do. I want to say there is some stuff that I wasn't that happy with. They've pushed out and limited a lot of the more adult material and sections that used to be at Otakon, and it was very noticeable, especially this year. And I'm genuinely disappointed by that because I know it's a more family friendly con, sure, but like there are plenty of us adults that have been supporting this for years on end, and like that's part of the thing that we love. And like more mature adult culture related stuff is a part of our general otakuness, our general fandom, and the fact that it's so much less present by choice, I don't like that. And like again, it's this whole censorship in the whole world going on right now, and I'm getting more and more upset about this.
I don't know if it's just a censorship thing so much as it is an Otakon thing. So I can
No,
talk.
I mean,
I can talk. No, hold on. I can talk about this because I feel like over the years, because you've been going to Otakon for longer than I have. You were going to Otakon back when it was in Baltimore. So
yes.
you have a little more history with it than I do. But I have been going every year since 2018 minus 2020, but nobody went in 2020. There were things going on around the world. And I think that even just since I've been going there, and I was talking to one of the people that we were with in our group. I can't remember who it was. It may have been Evan. I just genuinely can't remember. But it feels like, especially in the last 3-4 years, ever since really COVID, it feels like Otakon has become more, for lack of a better term, corporatized and safe. And for years now, I would say that Otakon has kind of been riding the fence when it comes to whether it wants to appeal to adult fans or whether it wants to be a family convention. It tries to do both, and I think what Otakon needs is to choose one side or the other. It needs to be an all ages convention, or it needs to be something that caters more to adult fans.
Yeah, and it's such a tough thing because I'm just like I get it, but at the same time, and like more than likely the money's going to be at the all ages thing, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
afraid that might push out a lot of us that have been going and supporting Otakon for so long and have held it up for
Yeah.
so long if we're getting less content than we used
And
to
see,
enjoy.
I think you and I may disagree with on this a little bit because I know that generally you enjoyed the content that you did go to this year. But I would say of all the years that I've been going to Otakon, this year, and just in terms of the content at the convention, I felt like was the weakest year for them since I've been going in 2018. I
And
can't speak to how it was in Baltimore because I never went when it was in Baltimore.
no, like there's generally more content than there was back then because Baltimore Convention Center was much smaller space.
Yeah, from what I've heard,
Um,
it's like half the size of the one in Washington D.C.
it really was. But like the thing is, there's so much more availability now, and more space, more panels, and that's great. And it's funny you say that, Alex, because like I was talking to some of my other friends as well, and they were like, yeah, this has been like the best year for us in terms of content. There's so many things we enjoyed. So like it's funny to me seeing your side and their side. They're like,
Mm.
it's like you're like, no, there really wasn't much that I was interested in, versus them, they're like, holy shit, we're busy like 24/7 for this whole con. And
Mm.
I'm just like, it's interesting, it's funny to me.
To be fair, like there's a lot of reasons why you can go to conventions. There's people that go specifically for the content at the conventions, the panels, the artists, the dealers, whatever, the events
Autographs,
that they put on,
meeting.
autographs. I mean,
Yeah.
people go to conventions for that, and that's fine. I go to conventions somewhat for that. Most of it really is just because I want to spend time with friends, engaging in stuff that I enjoy, and we all enjoy. Whether that is the actual panels or events themselves, or just hanging out with each other, outside of the convention itself. I have fun equally doing both. And not to say that there's only one way you can go to a convention. I know you can go to a convention by yourself and have a great time. I've done it. I've done it with some local conventions here. I did it with MegaCon a few years ago where I went by myself. I did not need anybody over there. I just went to go to panels and get like an autograph or something, and that was it. So you can have fun doing that. But I also partially go for just spend time with friends. This year it was even more special for me because I got to also bring a member of my family along, and she had a great time.
I loved her. She was great. She was funny.
I got to bring one of my cousins along, and she had a fantastic time. Also, she fell in love with that Irish pub.
I'm so happy. I hope we can get her back. I really do.
The con I used to go to is marketed as all ages, but 2 years ago there was a bunch of full nudity art in Artist Alley and vendor stuff as well. Glad it was mostly gone last year.
See, here's the thing. We get that at our cons as well over here. But like, if it's anything that shows that type of stuff, full nudity and all that, it's in a marked off section that you have to show like your badge of like 18 plus, or like you have to actually provide ID. Most of the time you can just get the 18 plus pass and just show it off and go in to look at it.
To
And I like that. I think that's fine.
to
Go ahead,
to
Alex.
be honest, Otakon hasn't always done that. There have been times, especially in
yeah.
previous years, where especially in like the Artist Alley / dealer's room, where there has been like actual porn just fully on display that anyone can walk by and see. And that's actually been one of my pet peeves with Otakon, is if they are, I don't mind them allowing this at a convention where they do allow children there. I do mind that it's out in the open.
Yeah, no, like if you're going to have everyone there, it needs to be a little bit more difficult to access. Like there's a reason why we have 18 plus passes. Like you need to cut off that section so that people have to get checked before they look at it.
Yeah. I really wish that, I mean, to be fair, Otakon has gotten better about that, about cordoning off some of their 18 plus stuff. They do a good job of keeping all the 18 plus panels and events like to later at night.
And that's been like that for a good while now, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. But like he's talking
I don't think that any convention really needs panels and stuff that start after midnight.
no.
If you're gonna
no.
if you're gonna start your programming at 9 o'clock in the morning, please end it by 10.
Okay, I'm not going to agree with that. I heavily disagree with that. But like way later on it starts getting questionable. It's like, how much energy do people have? Apparently a lot, because I was one of the people that go to those panels still.
Yeah. And the after parties. Listen, by about, because I've mentioned this before, because a lot of y'all want to go, the group that we go with, they always want to go out drinking like on Friday and Saturday night after the convention, and then like
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, and you know, I'm like, I'm at an age now, and I hate to sound like the old man. I'm at an age now where I can do all that walking, or I can go party with you after hours. I cannot do both in the same day.
Yeah. And I'll tell you guys this. We were up until like 3 a.m. every single day.
I
And then
wasn't.
and then awake only a couple hours later to go back into the
I
con.
was not here for that shit. Mm-mm.
We were
I was.
roughballing it. I still have not recovered on sleep.
I can't do it like I used to. But no, like on the does convention have good food? The convention center has
Nah.
okay food, but it's not worth the lines you got to wait in to get it.
Oh, so here's the fun thing. I didn't encounter any lines to get the food. It was just expensive. That's all.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
very
just super
expensive in the
expensive
convention center.
for what you get. Now, if you need emergency food, it's worth it.
Or
Like,
bottled water.
or bottled water, whatever. Like, it's worth it, but man, is it expensive. So, like, it's really, do you have the money to buy it? Like, it's good enough. It's not bad by any means.
No. It's okay food, but it's overpriced, and sometimes you do have to wait in long lines to get it, depending on
Yeah.
when you're getting the food
Sometimes, yeah. And where?
and where.
Um,
I would say for if you're ever going to a convention, particularly one in a sizable city that has stuff around the convention center to eat at, go eat at one of those places outside the convention center because it's generally going to be cheaper, and depending on when you go, you're typically going to get in and out faster.
yeah. I also have one more thing that I want to discuss. For Otakon anyway. Apparently the person in charge of like the AMV theater got pushed out by higher ups this year.
I didn't know
And
about that. Of course, I don't usually do AMV stuff.
yeah, and we actually found this out during the closing ceremony. So I'm just like, okay, apparently there was a disagreement on how things were run and all that. But I'm just like, AMV theater's been great for years. Like people constantly have been loving it. What the hell? So I'm looking into things. I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened. But I was just baffled by that because like this is the first time I've been hearing of like such serious like I wouldn't call it scandal, but like people getting pushed out of
Yeah,
leadership positions.
I don't know. Our group that we go with a lot has kind of talked about this a little bit, and I think there's a couple of this that agree. I don't know if you agree, but for us, some of us, Otsukon's starting to get a little stale. And I don't know if it's not just the convention. I think it's also just because like it's the same place every year, and we kind of know everything about it. And there's a couple of us that are like, maybe we should just do something different next year.
I did mention this. Like I kind of agree. I'm thinking maybe next year I'll just volunteer so that I can get the other side experience of
Do
it.
staff.
Yeah, do staffing for all 3 days.
You can be a gopher.
Yeah, no, and
You can be one of those people that walks around with the info flag on the back of their back there.
and considering I know everything, like I could do it pretty damn good too.
Yeah.
So I've been mind doing that. I've never actually volunteered before, so I'd be down for it.
Hey, and you get to actually be at the convention.
Mm-hmm.
I think in your I mean, you essentially have a pass to the convention at being staff. So in your downtime, you could just go to events, can't you?
Yes, yes, and you can actually. So wonderful thing about conventions, if you mention like which events you want to specifically go to, like so long as you're reasonable about it and all that,
Yeah.
the staff will work with you so that you have a good schedule. Like you have a
Ride the
good schedule.
go-karts.
Oh, no go karts. It is no vehicle inside. Too many
No,
people.
but at Otakon they have these people called gophers, and they're basically just they're staff that they walk around with a flag on their back, like sticking out of their back that says info on it. So if anyone's lost or has any questions, they can just walk up to them and say, "Hey, where's this? I need to get here."
Yeah. What was I saying?
About staff and how you can go to certain events.
Oh yeah, no. So long as you tell them like what you actually want to go for, they'll schedule your shift around that schedule. So it's wonderful being able to do that. So I definitely want to get that experience. And I think next year that's what I'm planning on going. But yeah, no, we were talking about doing another con next year, and like we haven't fully decided on one yet, but like there is one that we've all been looking at. I don't think we want to announce it just yet.
I mean, I'll talk about it mostly because the anime convention
Okay.
itself for this year is coming up. Not this. Is it next weekend? Yes, it is next weekend.
Yes, it is.
Or this coming weekend, I guess I should say. It is Anime NYC is the one that we've kind of been looking at, and I think there's at least one or two of us that is pretty gung ho about trying it out next year. So that might be where we end up, and who knows? I mean, a lot of it will revolve around my like time off and how I can actually take time off work. Because money wise, I think I can make both work. It's just the time off from work is what's gonna determine it, and also when the actual convention is for Anime NYC next year. We already know the dates for next year's Otakon.
Yes, yes, we do.
We know that it's going back to its traditional date, which is the last weekend of July. And we also know the theme for next year. It's swords and sorcery. We don't know yet, and we probably won't know for at least another week or two when the dates are for Anime NYC in 2026. But if it's anything like the last few years, it'll be like one of the last 2 weeks or weekends of August. So that's the one we've really been thinking about checking out next year. So who knows? Maybe we will be in New York next year for Anime NYC. There's a lot more content that they put on there that I'm personally interested in.
Yeah, and a lot of industry stuff as well, right?
Yeah, a lot more industry stuff, which I like. It is the biggest anime convention on the East Coast now. It's overtaken Otakon. Otakon used to be, but it is no longer. And also they have a bunch of VTuber stuff that goes on there. That's one thing one of my biggest criticisms of the Otakon is they seem allergic to VTubers.
Thank God.
Shut up. Fuck you. Actually go fuck yourself.
They're not brain rotted yet.
Yeah. But I guess, are you done with talking about Otakon?
Talking about it, yes. I want to show off merch after.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you are, because I have a good segue into something else I wanted to talk about briefly.
Go ahead, and then I'll show off merch after that.
I was gonna say, speaking of VTubers, can we talk about the implosion of VShojo in the last month?
Oh my God! What a shit show! I loved watching this happen real time.
I didn't like watching it because I actually respect a lot of these women a lot, and I hate that this happened to them. I especially hate what happened with Iron Mouse and the charity money.
No, that bullshit I hated. And I like to troll Alex on this, but like, no, I'm fine with VTubers. I don't hate any of it other than like drama. But no, like what I enjoyed specifically was the company going down, because holy shit, do they deserve it after all the bullshit they pulled.
I haven't seen a company implode this quickly since Enron back in 2001. Holy shit. Yeah, within 70 hours, they went from being like the second most respected VTuber company or VTuber agency out there to just not existing at all.
Yeah, straight up, they're like, nope, we're done. Everyone's gone. We have no company left.
Yeah, I absolutely hate what happened with Iron Mouse. I respect the hell out of Iron Mouse. Like, she's amazing. Everyone should follow her. She has a beautiful singing voice. She's a very entertaining person, and she does a lot of charity work with the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Do you want a TLDR for anyone who hasn't heard about this? What happened?
Yeah, so the TLDR is that, well, really, over the last several months, there's been a couple of higher profile members of VShojo that just left, and they were very hush-hush about it. They were just like, I'm no longer with VShojo, and just they go off and do their own thing as indies. And that is one of the good things I will say about VShojo, or how they did it, is they let the talent own the IPs so that they could just become indies and keep streaming as their same selves. They didn't have to like graduate, so to speak, and give up the IP to their characters. That was one good thing that the company did, and I will give them credit for that, because no other VTuber agency that I know of, except for maybe a couple of really smaller VTuber agencies, does that. But then there was just out of the blue, no lead up to it, no nothing. Iron Mouse just says, "I'm leaving V Shoujo," and she gives all these reasons, and one of the biggest reasons was that during a charity event that she did with the IDF, the Immune Deficiency Fund. I got to be very careful when I say that because people think I mean the Israeli Defense Force when you say that.
What?
They have the same initials, IDF.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But when she did that charity, V Shoujo ended up stealing like $500,000, something around $500,000 worth of that money that was meant to go to that charity. Why couldn't it also be Niji Sanji? Listen, Niji Sanji's been a sinking yacht for a very, very long time. Oh yes, this too. Oh my god, I love how Kason did this. Kason went on stream. I will. This is like actual iconic VTuber moment of all time right here. Went on stream with one of her bosses and said, "Where is my money? Pay me. You owe me money. Pay me now." And then when the dude's like, I can't. I don't have money. It's like, "Are you getting paid?" He's like, "Yeah." And then just this long pause. It's like, "I quit."
Yeah,
like live on stream. The balls, the absolute balls.
And her manager was just like, okay. Yeah. Just like the resignated defeat I heard in his voice. That fed my soul.
I've never. That is like one of the most iconic VTuber moments of all time. Just Kason literally quitting live on her own stream, and just. Oh my god, the way every single one of these girls has thrown the company and the people that run it under the bus on their way out. It's beautiful. Listen, when you have really bad like ownership and you should do this on the way out. Especially since none of them are under NDA anymore because the company has like legitimately folded and it no longer exists. All the NDAs are now invalid.
Huh. Actually, that's going to be interesting. That means we're going to get a lot more stories.
The hardest video as hard as Kayson's was to watch, because you could tell she was genuinely hurt, and Iron Mouse's too. The hardest video to watch of the girls when they were leaving was Henya's, because you could tell she felt genuinely betrayed and was struggling with a capital S not to like absolutely start bawling on her video.
Oof.
Her video was legitimately the hardest to watch.
That's
because
not fun.
She was really struggling to keep it together.
Ooh.
The muscles and hair are so hard to shade around. You're the one that chose to do it, my dude. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because, like, in a way, I'm like, it's very cathartic watching all these girls like sort of get their revenge on the way out and just genuinely throw this dude under the bus for absolute like total mismanagement of this company. On the other hand, I'm sad that it had to happen.
It's genuinely sad that it did happen, and especially how it did, but now there's an opportunity for them to go bigger, get better, and like do their own thing, and having learned all the lessons they gotten from this failure of a company, I'm sure they'll be fine, is the main thing.
I almost forgot about this too. Yeah, so Henya also said that some of the pre-orders for merch that was supposed to come out, it's gone. If you paid money for it, that money's just gone.
What the fuck?
There is
How's
no
that
merch.
legal?
It's not. But there's also no entity to sue anymore.
What the fuck? There's no way.
It's essentially like a crypto rug pull.
Oh, I hope they can get legal on that. I hope they sue.
The best thing about this is the Gunrun, who was the CEO of V Shoujo, will never work in this industry again. No one will ever work with him. Ever. I guarantee you no one will ever work with him again.
Here's the fun part. Because he was CEO, he'll probably fail upwards. Yeah, because probably. That's corporations, folks.
I don't think it's going to be in the VTuber industry, or if it is, it's going to be something like very low level. But yeah, he is essentially blacklisted from the VTuber industry as a whole. Zentreya was at Otaka. Yes, I did see that. Though, also, I almost almost doxed someone. um, Kekihime was also there. If you know, you know. But they were not there as like actual like presenters. They were there as like attendees.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, but yeah, here's the thing: there are people that go to conventions as like as guests. Um, but they are also there. Like there some of them. I mean, some of them just go for their events and then they leave. But there are also some that when they're not doing events, when they're not doing autograph sessions, they enjoy the convention just like you do. And fun fact: if you've never been to a convention and you see one of these celebrities or one of these guests just out and about, don't accost them because they're there trying to enjoy the convention too. Good example. Every year that I've been going to Otakon, Trigger goes there. There's always some people from Trigger there. And when they're not doing events, you can usually see them walking around the convention center, talking to people, meeting people. Go up and say hi to them. But don't accost them and say like, "Oh, I love you," and follow them around and be like, "Oh, don't do that."
Don't be creepy. Like,
Don't
don't
creepy.
ask for autographs. Don't try to take pictures. Like, no, just they're regular people.
Yeah, and if you see them taking pictures of the people, it's fine to ask if you can take a picture too, but don't just go up and ask for it while they're enjoying the convention.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. Speaking of guests, I actually forgot. There's one more thing I want to talk about.
Good, you talk about. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, but I can
Go
still
for
hear
it.
you.
Okay. I am so fucking happy. This is the one biggest thing I was looking forward to the most this whole convention. And that's the fact that the author for Makane, Too Many Losing Heroines, actually showed up to Otakon to do signatures and like as a guest of Otakon as well. Oh my god, when they announced that, I fucking flipped. I was so happy. I was just like, no fucking way. Because for those of you who somehow don't know, Too Many Losing Heroines got like ultra popular last summer because like so many great memes, fun story, great characters, and that came out of the anime. I actually started reading the light novels for it as well, and it's actually the first light novels I've read, because I was just so into it. I'm like, I want more, and like there's so many other things I want as well, and I've been meaning to. Yeah. Yeah. um and I'm just like, my god, this is happening. So like I started reading light novels because of that, and like I caught up to the light novels, and then I got to go to the panel that the author, I forgot his name. Why am I forgetting his name? Anyways, the author for, yeah, the author for Too Many Losing Heroines was there. The light novel illustrator, the light novel editor, the anime producer and director was there. If I know one of the producers, I don't remember the other one. I think it was the director. Anyways, they were all there. They did a panel together. Fucking loved it. I had an amazing time. They were answering like a lot of questions about the show and the light novel. It was great. And then towards like the last like 20-30 minutes, whatever, we just hear someone ran up, and like we see the main person who's speaking English was like, wait, what? Because someone came up from the background and like gave him some information, and we're just like, what's going on? Like, this is weird. And like he got up, turned around, and like he just had a look of shock, and he was like, all right guys, we have a surprise guest for you. And the fucking main character's voice actor came up. He was not scheduled part of that panel. He was in another whole panel. Like, he was there, but like he wasn't scheduled for this at all. So he was like, after his event ended, he ran to this panel and joined it, and we just lost our collective goddamn mind. Like, holy shit, fucking Nukamizu is here. We were just like, what the fuck? And it was great. We were losing our shits. Even like the guys on the panel were like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And he was just like, "I ran here," and we were just. It was great, and like we had such better interaction even after that because he was there as well, so he was giving his impressions. What a fantastic time! I was so happy about like that was like my panel. That was my moment from the entire convention. That made me so damn happy. I loved it so much that the Too Many Losing Heroines subreddit, someone actually asked me, "Hey, since you're gonna be there, would you mind taking notes on what they said?" And I actually did. Alex saw it. I actually took notes just so I can tell people what they revealed later. I I had such a fantastic time. That was my favorite panel, and like it's so cool that like random unplanned moments like that happen as well. What a great time.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the cool thing about conventions like that is you can have these sort of unscripted moments that happen. By the way, this fucker right here, finally sat me down and made me watch the first episode of that show.
And guess what? Guess what, folks?
I enjoyed it.
He enjoyed it. He was like, "God damn it, I like this."
But you know what? I had to give it back to him. So while I had a captive audience, I strapped him down to the chair and forced him to watch the first episode of Yudu Camp, and he enjoyed it.
And I fucking loved it. I was like, all right, I need more slice of life in my life, so I fucking loved it. I was like, I love these goofballs. I love them.
Yeah. Chinotza. Oh. Yes, Chinotza. So fun fact for those of you who don't know. So when we do recordings on our podcast, right? We have it like a show notes doc that all of us have access to, but a lot of the times when I'm watching stuff, whether it's a series or a movie or whatever, I have this little notebook that I keep by my side, and yes, it is the Finn book.
The Finn book.
Which I also use to write down notes for when I'm working. So I have to be very, very careful about this because there's also some
proprietary
IP addresses.
information.
No, there's some IP addresses on here that y'all should not see. But when I was watching Whisper of the Heart, which we have a movie review coming out on later this month, or maybe it's early next month. I can't remember. Anyway, soon. I only wrote down one thing in my notebook, and it's just Lo-Fi Girl. That's my only notes that I wrote down.
And he showed this to me. I'm just like, what does that mean? And he's like, I don't know.
No, I know what it means. It's because that's where Lo-Fi Girl comes from. Lo-Fi Girl comes from Whisper of the Heart. And it's the only notes that I wrote down while I was watching Whisper of the Heart.
All right, there we go.
I really wanted y'all to know that that's where Lo-Fi Girl comes from.
Anyways, going from that to back to Too Many Losing Heroines, I'll start off with my merch stuff, starting with this. Officially from Japan, I actually got a wall scroll of the main three girls, and I'm so fucking happy. It's so beautiful. And like it actually came from Japan and everything. I'm just like, fuck yes. So, genuinely super happy about that. Let me roll this up so that it doesn't get damaged.
I'm genuinely like impressed with this this little nickname this pun you've come up with, Chinotza.
That we might reuse that later soon. Thank you.
We might have to reuse that for something later. Yes, I can't believe Lo-Fi Girl graduated. We lost another good VTuber.
Oh yeah, she did, didn't she? She actually graduated.
Graduated, yes.
Yeah. And I want to show off the other posters I got.
That's the artist I was talking about that had the good free run in Mao Mao.
Yeah.
It's beautiful art.
No, it genuinely is. This is the Freyren. This is one of the
Show the other Mao Mao. Do it.
And I'll show the main one. Like this one's beautiful as well. But then there's the main reveal, which I'll get here.
Do it.
Which
Do
is
it.
this.
Oh my god, it's so shiny.
So beautiful. And we did get the gold foils because they're so damn pretty.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful.
It's beautiful artwork.
genuinely great stuff. And I took it out.
Also, some of you may ask, like, how do these conventions like keep people who make AI art out? Some conventions don't, but some conventions actively not only discourage it, but punish people that they find doing it. And Otakon is one of those conventions. If you are found selling AI artwork, they will blacklist you from ever being at the convention ever again.
Yeah, and not just that, but like they will spread the word. They're like, this person uses AI, and like, let me tell you, the convention world is actually much smaller than you think it is. A lot of people know each other. So when word spreads, it spreads fast and quick. And when you get blacklisted at one place, you're not getting blacklisted just at one place. You're getting blacklisted across the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a shiny Rayquaza.
Oh, okay. I never saw this one.
Yeah.
I saw the Mob Psycho one.
I guarantee you walked past it. And the Rathalos.
No, I mean, I saw it because you showed it to me.
Oh, yeah. And look at my boy, the legend, Gojira.
Gojira.
And of course,
yeah, I saw
Mob
you showed me the Mob Psycho one.
And the absolutely beautiful FMA poster, which might come into later when we do a certain spoiler cast. And this, I genuinely love these. This is for Expedition 33.
Man, you can definitely tell you're using a spotlight right now.
Look, what do you want me to do?
No, it's funny when we got like shiny stuff like that.
Yeah. So, cool posters. And hold on, I got just a little bit more. I got a lot of posters.
He looks away from the light. Don't show the smut.
This is a smut. More Expedition 33. And I'm not gonna show off everything, but like the final thing I'm going to show off. The big purchase that I got.
And by big, he means actually big physically, too.
When I got this, I just showed off the credit card statement. And this was the very final thing I got. This was at like $259 that I purchased this. So like at the closing of the con. I've been looking at it all weekend, and I was just like, man, that looks cool, and it's actually at a decent price. I kept walking by it every time I went to a dealer's room and all that. Finally, last day, last moments, I was there. I saw it again, and I'm like, screw it, let's do this. Let's make one last mistake.
Show it! Stop fucking tickling my balls!
I got a fucking King Ghidorah! Look at the size of this thing!
When he says 2:49, he means 2:49 p.m.
2:49 p.m. Yeah.
On Sunday, the day the convention ends, is because Otakon ends at like 3 p.m. on Sunday.
No, 4. Technically,
well, okay.
4. But
yeah, but the only thing going on between 3 and 4 is the feedback panel.
Yeah, pretty much. So like Artist Alley closes at 3. Artist Alley and Dealer's Room, but no, I got this. I am so happy. I don't know where I'm putting it.
I love how the very first thing that Tommy said when you showed it to him is like, "Where is that going?"
And Evan's just like, "I don't know." Because it is legitimately like the size of it. In fact, should I open it, Alex?
No, you should not.
Okay, fine. I'll just put it down.
That's very early for a con. I mean, that's also on the last day. I mean, Otakon typically, as far as long as I've been going there, I think Sunday has always been the day where it's by 3 p.m. almost everything is done anyway. This is just Sunday, the final day of the convention.
Yeah, and like Sunday is pretty busy as well. Don't get us wrong. Like there's plenty going on Sunday as well. But you have to remember, like, you need the rest of the day for like the Otakon staff for like to pull everything down, to clean up. So like it's not a surprise.
The convention center itself has to get ready for whatever the next event that's going to be there, either the following weekend or during the following week.
Yeah, no, legit. Like sometimes next day. Like that's how busy the DC Convention Center is.
Yeah. It doesn't end that early every day. In fact, on both Friday and Saturday nights, it goes well into midnight.
Oh, past that, it goes until like
Yeah.
2, 3 o'clock. Like it goes pretty damn late. It's not
Yeah.
24/7 convention, but it does go extremely late.
Yeah. I don't know of any anime conventions that are 24/7. There might be
There
out
are,
there.
there are. I think Katsucon is 24/7. No, it's not. No,
No,
it's not.
Katsucon is lets everyone get drunk 24/7. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but that's a whole different thing.
Um, but yeah, I was Otakon this year. I it's a good time as always. I'm glad I got to meet some new people. We had like our core group that seems to be there every year, and then we had some new people. Got to meet some new friends. Got to bring my cousin, and she had a great time. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back next year. It was certainly nice being able to split the hotel room 3 ways,
Yeah, no, makes pricing a lot easier.
especially
I
for the bougie ass hotel you be staying at. I suddenly want to go to Katsucon. Shinoda is constantly trying to get me to come up for Katsucon because he thinks I would like it because it's genuinely it's as much as it is like an actual con.
It's
It's
a
more of just
convention.
an excuse to party.
Yeah, it's a party con. Like Katsucon is the party con, and it's a great damn time.
It's in like what January, February every year
February.
February.
February every year. Yeah.
in Baltimore.
No. At the National Harbor.
Okay.
That's like right outside of DC technically.
Okay. So DC adjacent.
Yeah, no, but like it is literally right next to DC to the point like you can see DC from there.
And from what I understand, they're very lax when it comes to alcohol. Like with Otakon and most conventions in general, they don't want you bringing alcohol into the actual convention center. But with Katsucon, people openly walk around with like vodka bottles and to drink out of them.
That was us. We were walking around with like vodka, whiskey, and just like other stuff, and just like mixers, tumblers, like, and we're just partying on the floor. There are multiple DJs just going at it at like every level. It's a fun goddamn time, and the room parties. Oh man, they get so fun. But yeah, no, for me, Otakon was fan fucking tastic this year. This was honestly one of my favorite Otakons, period. And like, this is the year where I made the most amount of friends. Like every year, somehow I always end up making at least 1 to 2 new friends. This year, I made like a ton. I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, sure, that's cool. Like I like making new friends. That's all always cool. So genuinely happy about that. Great convention for me.
Yeah. It was, I mean, it's one of the events I look forward to the most every year. Just getting together with people because it seems to be the one chance we get every year where all of us can, put our schedules aside and just get together and have fun. It
Grand
just,
old
just
time.
it just so happens that it involves a convention. I mean, to be fair, I wish we could do it more often and maybe not just around a convention to where we can all just be together and have fun all the time. But hey, this is a really good compromise in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, the main thing is to do otherwise would require monies, and
Well,
that's not.
for some of us, the problem isn't money; it's time off from work.
That's also the other problem. Yeah.
Because some of us only get like 2 or 3 weeks off work every year, and we have to use them judiciously.
It's bullshit, but that's life.
Not all of us have a cushy government job, Chinoda.
Believe me, I don't get to get as much time off as I can take. I have to work out deals.
Speaking of, you actually took a day off work yesterday and did something.
Oh God, am I gonna talk about this? All right.
You wrote it down, so I assume you wanted to.
Oh God damn it! I forgot I wrote that down. Okay, sure. Um, don't tell anyone, and I hope no one from work is watching, because I did a little skippity skip from work to go to the beach yesterday.
He was sick. I can't come in today.
I gave another excuse, and I won't tell what it is because it is something that actually happened.
Testicular torsion.
Oh God, oh God, that's scary.
I can't come in today, boss. My testicles be twisted.
No, I went to the beach. It was a great time. I'm pretty sure I got heat stroke at some point. No, the beach episode. I mean, go to my channel.
In the
in the
Discord
ACAD
server,
Discord server.
You will see a glorious shirt-off picture of Chinoda.
Yeah. Great time. I was drinking for like most of the time I was there, and it wasn't water I was drinking. We were frequently disobeying the law on no drinking on the beach. It was great. I was drinking like so much beer, margarita, mojitos.
All
Great fucking
beach
time.
drinks.
Yeah, and we forgot to grab an like big umbrella or pavilion, so like the sun was just bearing down on us. So if we needed to cool off, we just jumped into the ocean, and yeah, I got heat stroke. I'm pretty sure because I did not drink water. Oh no! Oh no!
You've been got.
Well, rip. They need me too much. They're not gonna do anything. But yeah, no.
Beach days
like,
are always fun. I was born and raised in Florida, so no matter where I am in this state, I'm no more than about 45 minutes to an hour away from any beach. So I've gone to the beach a lot in my life. It's always a fun time.
Yeah. We went to Colonial Beach in Virginia specifically. Good, decent beach. I'm not sure if I want to go back because the sand was kind of ass over there. It was like full of like gravel and like not great for walking on.
I don't like sand. It's coarse. It's rough. And it gets
We
everywhere.
made that joke so many goddamn times yesterday. So many times. But yeah, we got white girl wasted, swam in the ocean multiple times. We had a doggo with us. He was a service doggo, but
Bro,
he was a doggo, so that
I
was
want to
great.
tell y'all, when Shinoda says he gets white girl wasted, he actually does the little chirping like white girls do when they get wasted. He goes, ow! Ow! Ow!
It was fun. I'm pretty sure I did get heat stroke at some point because of like how little water I had. Luckily, I sobered up enough. Like, oh, I need water.
I'll tell you something. You and Natai are both like actual novices when it comes to drinking in the heat.
We were making several dumb mistakes, but we had a way to cool off, so it's okay.
Never been to one. I'm assuming you mean never been to a beach, but since I moved, the closest is an hour and a half away. Listen, it's a fun
That's
time
pretty
to spend
close.
an afternoon.
Yeah, seriously, like hour and a half. Like that's a day trip. Like,
Yeah.
let's do it. Fucking do it. It's a great time.
Yep. And going to like an actual like saltwater beach, like an ocean beach, is very different than going to like a river or a lake beach. Very different vibe.
Yeah, extremely so. Oh, and also, fun part, I actually did get browner from that. Like, I was applying sunscreen judiciously, multiple times, too. But, man, I started burning. Like, now I can actually pull my pants up and, like, see the difference of, like, oh, that's where I burned.
Don't do that on stream.
No, not on stream. Not on stream. At least not here on stream. If you go to our Discord server...
Whoa!
No, I actually got browner. I was so shocked by that. I was just like, oh, I tan too. Okay, I forgot about that. Like, I'm normally in a basement, so I forget that I tan too. It was very weird to me.
Oh, trust me. Sometimes I forget. Like, I'll walk outside and I'm like, God damn, I'm pale.
Oh, all right. But yeah, that was me. Alex, do you want to talk about?
I've kind of gone through the two things that I really want to talk about, that being Otsuka and Bishojo. So, I mean, if you want to get through any of this other stuff, go for it.
Yes. Speaking of hydration, Alex, isn't it like pretty cool that our body has a built-in hydration meter when
It
we
is
pee?
cool. I just wish people would listen to it more often.
No, seriously. For those who don't know, somehow, I don't know how you wouldn't know at
If
this
you're an
point.
adult and you don't realize this, I'm scared for you. Someone should have told you this by now.
So I'm not gonna go into like the exact science of it because I don't remember it. But basically, the yellower your piss is, the less hydrated you are, and it's not good. But like the more water you have, like ideally, the more clear it is, like the less color it is, to the
Now,
point where you can actually piss completely clear. I have done it a
if your
lot.
if your piss looks like this, you're overhydrated.
Yeah. Oh,
If
yeah,
it's as
no,
clear,
no.
if it's as clear as water and you can see completely through it, you're overhydrated.
That's also possible. I've done that multiple times as well. Luckily, it moves pretty quickly through me, so it's not too much of an issue.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, like just a hint of color, that's fine. Like if you're at just a hint of color, you are like perfectly hydrated.
I mean, the cool thing is that just as a human and just in general, being a like an organic creature, our body has these internal things, all these kinds of internal things that tell us that something is wrong. Like it's not just like piss color to tell us when we're dehydrated. I mean, we have yes, this is definitely a topic that we are talking about on Anime Club After Dark. Piss.
This is the after dark section.
Yeah, listen, I don't have a piss fetish. I have many others, but this is not one of them. Um,
Neither
but,
do I, just to be said. I
also,
don't think anyway.
on this Otakon trip, my cousin may or may not have realized I have a thing for feet. So that was a fun little conversation to have with her. Anyway, no, like that's sweating is also to tell you that hey, you're getting a little overheated. Maybe tone it down a little bit, or obviously like pain is to tell you that something is wrong. Like you don't have pain for no reason. Yeah, there are some pains your bodies can give you that are benign, especially if it's just like digestion pain for like gassy foods that you might eat. But like if you have consistent like pain in a certain region, like right up here, it's probably because you've got something wrong with your gallbladder.
Yeah,
You
it's
got pain
like
on
your
the
body
opposite side,
tells
it's
you.
probably your liver.
Your body tells you, like, hey, there's something wrong here. Go get checked out. And like you got to listen to it.
And if
But
you have a searing pain in your testicles, it's probably because they're twisted.
or you sat on it.
Or you sat on them, which I'm guilty. You drink a lot of water and have to go to the bathroom every 30 minutes and you're overhydrated. Yes, if you're
Yes,
going to the
that's
bathroom, like, even if you're going to the bathroom more than that, yeah, you're definitely overhydrated. And overhydration can be just as bad for your body, especially consistent overhydration. It can be just as bad as dehydration because you're forcing your kidneys, especially, to work overtime.
Yeah, there's a level your body is at where it's stable. You don't need to force water in it. That's why I hate those like giant jugs that are like that have like a time clock thing that's like, hey, drink
Say
this
drink
much
this
every
at 1,
day.
drink this at 2, drink this at
Yeah,
3.
I hate those. I genuinely hate those because it's like, no, that's bullshit. Your body tells you when you're thirsty and when you need water. It's called, oh, I'm thirsty. Like you can
Yeah.
feel it in your throat, just like me right now.
Yes. Let's all take a sip. We're all all of us are now very well aware of how thirsty we are. By the way, speaking of things to drink, I found this recently. It's apparently new from Coca-Cola. It's orange cream Coca-Cola, and it's delicious.
Oh yeah, you showed that last time. Yeah, I want to try that.
This is if you like orange cream soda, this shit is good.
Yeah, the 1 liter jugs. I hate those because like it's such a easy marketable selling bullshit to so many people because people don't understand that they just need to pay attention to their bodies. Like drink water when you're thirsty. That's really all that's necessary. Your body
Yeah.
tells you how much you need.
If you actually listen to your body will generally tell you the things that you need, and it will tell you when things are wrong. Also,
Although,
if your piss is red, go to the doctor immediately.
yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Although I will say that's generally only a speaking point for people who actually have working bodies. There are
Yeah,
a lot of you that
there-
don't.
There are exceptions, of course. There are disabilities that people can have that make it so that the signals the body generally transmits don't get interpreted the right way. I mean, it happens. This is just a generalization. Also, yes, this Coke is very, very good, and if you've never tried it, I highly recommend it.
I need to go into the store and try to find it because like I'm so curious about it.
It's so fucking good. By the way, how is that tea you've been drinking? Because I know that was new for you.
Yes. So on top of Otakon, like the 2 weeks before, my neighbors right across the street went to vacation to Hawaii. And when they got back, when I delivered them all their mail and packages, they were like, "Oh, we have something for you." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So they gave me this, and it came from Hawaii. And I just had the tea. I actually finished it off.
It must have been good because you finished it.
Well, yeah. Plus, I didn't want this. Oh, what the hell? Okay, phone.
Did you activate Siri?
I activated something by accident. I don't know how. But yeah, no, they got me this. Apparently, it's actually from Hawaii, and I genuinely enjoyed it. Like good tea. Enjoyed it hot, and they also gave me chocolate covered macadamias from there.
Now, you showed me this, and this is what I'm more like interested in because I love macadamia nuts and I love chocolate covered things. I'm curious.
If I can,
and I'm assuming these are macadamias grown in Hawaii.
I'm assuming, since in 1946 we learned to grow and roast our macadamias in the shadow of Mauna Loa volcano herself.
That would be
so
Hawaii.
Yes, it is homegrown
I will say,
and roasted.
I've never had tea grown in Hawaii before, but I have had coffee that was grown in Hawaii before. That shit's awful.
Really?
I'm not joking. Like coffee is not meant to be grown in volcanic soil. I'm sorry, it's just not.
Yeah, volcanic soil is good for a lot of things, but like obviously there's exceptions. This is the tea satchel itself.
I mean, it looks like a tea satchel, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that smells amazing.
Show me the macadamias, please.
Yes, I'm getting it. Hold on.
Show me the chocolate.
Chocolate!
Show it to me.
All right.
Oh, he's opening the chocolate. He's pulling the chocolate out.
Ooh la la.
Oh my goodness, those are huge. Holy fuck.
And let's try one of the chocolates out.
It's going in his face. It's going in his face. He's not making. Oh, that's an orgasm right there if I've ever seen one. Oh my, he's actually coming in his pants right now. He's pulling his chalk out.
I will not be sharing these.
This is your chocolate. It is not our chocolate.
This activates the fat man protection instinct.
You know, I can respect that. So now we know that macadamias grown in Hawaii are good.
I'd have to have some by themselves to judge because like this is also covered in chocolate and like you put anything in chocolate for me and I'd turn into a slut.
See, you say that and I think that's generally true, but there are things I've had covered in chocolate that I didn't like.
Like what?
Coconut. I hate coconut so much.
Really?
I absolutely abhor coconut. I hate the way it looks. I hate the way it tastes. I hate the way it smells.
Huh.
There's nothing about coconut that I like.
There's something I'm going to have you try next time I see you.
If it's got coconut in it, I will spit it in your face.
If you can taste the coconut.
I don't even like coconut oil. Coconut is gross. Yes. Solidarity.
Wow.
We hate coconut here at Anime Club After Dark.
No, the fuck we don't. As an Asian who uses coconut to cook regularly, no, the fuck we don't. The white boy might.
Listen, I don't like it. I've tried coconut so many ways, and I can't. Ugh. I don't even like the way it looks.
Okay, I won't talk about the reverse mugging because I it's over there in the other room, so I'm not gonna go bother getting it. I'll
What
talk
what does
about that
that
next
mean?
time.
Reverse mugging, where someone just accosts you and says, "Here, take this."
Yes, that
Oh, is
happened
that?
to me.
I
That
didn't know that's what you meant.
I literally got reverse mugged by a friend.
You know what? I guess in a way I kind of got reverse mugged when that person at the convention gave me the Ina stuff.
Kinda. Well, no, she asked you. I didn't
Yeah,
have a choice.
It
I
wasn't,
was
it
like
wasn't
giving
forced
it.
upon me. It was
Yeah.
not forced upon me.
Yeah, no, I actually got reverse mugged. I have what it is, but it's in the other room right now, so I can't show
Oh, we
it.
can save it for later.
Yeah, I'll save it for next time. So I'll just go to my final thing. Boys, girls, and everyone else, don't do ASMR in public without headphones. Because you know what ASMR sounds like without headphones? Porn.
Psychopathy.
No, it sounds like porn. It straight up sounds like porn. Guess how we found out? Me and Evan, the friend we talked about earlier, we were at our local Safeway, and we were coming out of it after doing some shopping, coming back to my house. And some guy was walking in, and like we heard like some like moaning or like some deep breathy female voice, and we were just like, as we were walking by, and we were both just like, and we were like,
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
no, it was, sir, this is Safeway. And we were just like, is he, is that what we think it is? Like, is that seriously going on? And we were just like, and I was just like, that had to have been ASMR. There's no fucking way this guy was seriously watching porn walking into a Safeway. And like that just, oh my god, that infuriated me, because I was just like, first of all, there are like little kids here, like chill the fuck out, don't do that type of shit. I understand being perverted and all that, that's cool. Don't do that in public. People,
With children around. Children?
yeah, seriously. And like other people as well that don't consent to that, that's not cool. Don't do that, you dumbass.
Okay, point of order. You shouldn't have stuff on like a speaker in public anyway.
Ever.
Like, regardless of what it is. I don't care if it's ASMR. I don't care if it's actual porn. I don't care if it's just a random YouTube video that you're watching. If you're in public, put headphones on. Don't have that. None of us want to hear it.
That's actually where this was going to be heading. But no, like I told him that had to have been ASMR. There's no way he was that dumb. Like he had ASMR playing and he forgot to put on headphones or something. But either way, there's no way that was porn. Like no fucking way. But then I got to thinking
was
and
porn.
like talking. I hope not, Jesus Christ. Like I saw some actual kids in there. I really hope it wasn't. In the grocery store. Let me make that clear, just to be safe. That led to me talking. I'm just like, I've noticed it so much more recently. Like people in public, people in like trains whenever I take them or walking around, like people have been playing things out loud from their speakers on their phones, whether it's a conversation, whether it's YouTube video, whatever they're watching, they've just been playing it out loud. And I'm just like, folks, what the fuck? Are we losing our collective social niceties?
Yes.
Like,
The answer to that is yes.
the answer to that is yes. I fucking hate that, because it's like, guys, come on. No, be respectful to others. Put on some goddamn headphones, put on some earbuds. They're not that expensive anymore. They really are not. And if you live in like my area, you can afford it, because this
The
area
problem
is
is not listen. I'm about to go on a little bit of a political rant. I know we don't do this shit here, but I got to do this since you brought it up. There used to be a social contract that we all collectively lived by especially in America, but in other places around the world too. And people have forgotten that. Now, I'm not going to say there's any one reason for that, because I think it is multifaceted. But, and forgive me, you can hate me all you want for this, and I don't mean to be that guy, and I'm not trying to be mean. But there are people out there who will say they need noise because they have autism or because they have some kind of mental thing. That's fine. That does not keep you from using headphones. I'm sorry, it doesn't. And you're using it as a crutch at that point to justify shitty behavior.
That affects everyone else around you. And like,
Speaking
I'm
of
sorry,
ASMR,
but
though, that
that's not
crinkling is very nice.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was so loud. I'm sorry.
That's actually
that
nice
later.
ASMR.
I'll do that later.
Um,
Oh shit, this is not safe for work.
but like you can, hey, I'm not trying to be that guy. Like, and not for nothing. Like, I get it. I like when I'm alone in public, whether it's on public transportation or I'm just out. Like, I can't stand just doing nothing. Like, I got to do, whether it's scrolling through my phone, whether it's listening to music, whatever. But if I'm doing something that has sound involved, I put headphones on or I put earbuds in.
Don't annoy people. Seriously, there are literal rules and laws that are like, hey, no music, like no fucking radios in the subway. Like, there are things like that that exist for a reason because it's a public nuisance. When you start doing like, I'm sure it's maybe it's a comfort to you or maybe you need it, like whatever. I understand that, but you can't let it become a public nuisance and annoy other people. It's such a pain in the ass. I don't want to hear that. You're forcing us to deal with your problems.
Yeah.
That's not fair on the rest of us.
And I'm not trying to be mean and say that I don't care about the issues that you have, whether it is because of autism or ADD or whatever. Like, I get it, and trust me, it helps me too. Like, when I go to the gym, like, yeah, they play some music at the gym that I go to, and that's fine. But I always take my headphones or my earbuds with me. I put them in. Usually I'll put on like a YouTube video or something that I've been meaning to get to and just haven't had time for yet while I'm on the treadmill or on the Stairmaster or whatever. But the point is, I have that shit on headphones or earbuds, and no one else can hear it but me.
And I'll use an example myself. I regularly have my earbuds in at work because like there's a lot of machinery that goes around, a lot of noise. I mean, a lot, including forklifts that are going around as well. It gets loud at times to the point where I start getting headaches and migraines. Like years ago, while I was working, I eventually decided, oh, I have to invest in some sort of noise cancellation because like this is getting to be too much. I'm starting to get headaches and I'm starting to get migraines. Like, that was an actual issue. My solution to that was I'm going to invest in some earbuds because it's for my health and sanity. And I started listening to music. I started listening to the news, and that's actually what I do throughout the week now. I have downloaded several news stories that I'm interested in, like day to day, and like keeping up with the economy. I have those things downloaded, and I listen to them as I'm working, and it helps me so much because I can focus on my work. I don't necessarily need too much audio to work, like unless someone's talking to me, in which case I can pause whatever I'm listening to or pop them out and just listen to them, and it works fine. No one has a problem with it. And like, if someone needs my attention, they're like, and I'm like, yeah, what's up? Seriously, there are solutions, and like sometimes it's rough, but like if you can't figure out a solution, you can't be an inconvenience to others. Not in a major way, anyway.
And I tell people this from time to time because, and I specifically tell people this, which have like, I hate calling them like mental disabilities because they're not. I mean, I guess in a way they kind of are, but like people who are autistic or people who have ADD and they need that constant stimulation to feel safe, to feel comfortable. I say you cannot use the fact that you are like this to make the people's lives around you worse, because at that point you're just being an asshole. Especially when we have technology that makes it so you can be the only one to hear this stuff. And it's not like this stuff is expensive. I mean, yeah, you could do what I do. I got these Bose things. They're like $300. Yeah, they're expensive, but they're great noise-canceling headphones that I take everywhere when I go on a trip, especially when I'm flying. Because when I'm wearing these on a flight, my ears almost never pop. And it's crazy. But Amazon sells like in-ear earbuds for like 15-20 bucks. And they're
Super cheap.
generally good quality for just listening to music or like podcasts or whatever.
It's like there are solutions out there. Look into them. Don't be an asshole. Like that's the biggest thing.
It's funny that we talk about this in terms of like being in public, because here at the house where I live with my parents, and we all have headphones on from time to time. So like my mom will be in a room watching stuff on Netflix on her giant tablet. My dad will be watching stuff on his headphones on the TV, because we got like noise canceling headphones that plug into our TV. And then I'll be wearing these, and if we want to get each other's attention, we walk in the room and go,
And it works.
it works perfectly. If I'm in my room, that's okay, but if I'm in public, I wear ear/headphones. But at my work, I can only listen to one of them. I'm assuming by one of them you mean
A earbud or a headphone.
oh,
in his
only
ear.
have
Yeah.
one at a time. Okay, gotcha.
Which
gotcha.
which is fair. A lot of people a lot of workplaces actually ask that, like just so you can hear out the other, either for safety reasons or for in case someone needs to get your attention. Which is actually what they do with mine as well, but I frequently disobey that. But they don't care just because I get the work done.
Just because it's a rule, don't mean it's going to be enforced, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, there's plenty of things
I mean,
like
to
that.
be fair, there are rules on the DC Metro that are definitely not enforced. You know, it says no eating or drinking on there. Yeah, how many people I see drinking their like fucking Dunkin' Donuts shit?
All the time.
They do
The
not
amount of-
enforce that rule at all.
The amount of times I've drank boba on the metro.
I've seen actual cops get on the subway and have a drink in their hand and be drinking it on the subway. So
The main thing is like don't spill stuff and be a dick about it. Like
Yeah.
that's why that rule is there. Because people have
And
spilled stuff.
that's the biggest issue that like we kind of go back to it, is like that people just don't give a shit about the social contract anymore, and that's part of the reason why things kind of suck now.
Yeah, it's don't want to get into it too deeply, but yeah, no, like for things to not suck, you have to have some sort of social contract, and if you flagrantly disobey it or not care about it, guess what? You're making it suck for everyone else. Everyone else doesn't care, therefore they're going to make it suck for you and everyone around you, and it's a spiral that just keeps happening and happening and happening.
Yep.
And like next thing you know, you look like a third world country with all the littering on the road, no one giving a shit, everyone shitting everywhere. It's disgusting. We don't need to
We're
fall
not talking
into
about
such
any
levels.
specific countries, I swear.
No,
I
we're
swear.
not.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact phrasing, but someone said something about this kind of thing to me once, and I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but it's if oh god, what was the phrasing? If you are demanding constant accessibility because of your shortcomings, you're only going to make everyone else around you resent you more. And that sounds really bad to say. But I'm a huge advocate for accessibility and things. Like I don't think there's any problem with making places more handicap or disability accessible. I don't think there's anything wrong with making certain events that way. I certainly, as someone who suffers from tinnitus, I'm so happy that there are video games being made now that have a tinnitus filter in them. But at a certain point, you have to say, well, maybe this just isn't a space for me if I need this.
Yeah, and like sometimes it's shitty to say, but unfortunately that's a very real thing. For example, and now this is actually that happened with Otakon with one of my friends. She went for the first time this year and she generally had a good time, but she is challenged in terms of walking accessibility. She can walk, but it is difficult for her, especially when her arthritis flares up, and it was flaring up that weekend.
I mean, I was having problems with my tinnitus. It was so loud in there that my ears were going off like crazy.
No, you had problems multiple times. I saw it, and I felt so bad for you. But no, for her, walking accessibility wise, like it was an actual issue because of like how many stairs there were and how little escalators there were, and like the problem of how far they were and like how far it was to walk to the mainstay places from those elevators. And I'm just like, oh, I never even thought about that. And she said she actually did talk to accessibility, Otakon accessibility, and they actually acknowledged, yeah, it's a problem. There's not really much we can do about it just because it's the physical location of the convention center. That's just how it's set up. And she was like, yeah, unfortunately, because of that, there's a good chance I'm probably not going to go back to Otakon. And I'm like, that sucks, but I understand.
Yeah.
And like, you know, because, and that's her recognizing, okay, this is probably not for me because of the fact that it's going to be difficult for me. And it does suck, but sometimes with the existing infrastructure in place, you just can't have it. And that's not fair. I'm not going to say it's fair. It's not. It genuinely isn't. But you have to work with what exists.
Yeah, and I definitely wish that there was a little more accessibility for people with physical disabilities in some of these places. But you have to also understand that these places were built, most of them, before we even gave a shit about accessibility, before the Americans with Disability Act.
And hell, even after that, a lot of places didn't. It's only, I would say, relatively within the last couple of decades, we've really started improving on that.
Yeah. I am glad that we live in a society now where there is more accessibility for things, especially for people with physical disabilities. I got mac and cheese and a biscuit. There you go.
Legendary.
Legendary. I have no idea how to pivot that into a discussion about accessibility, but I guess you found access to mac and cheese and a biscuit. I'm proud of you.
Get some fried chicken to go with that.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Accessibility,
at
physical.
the same time, so this is gonna sound really terrible to say, and I do not mean it to say that people need to be excluded from places. But the people who made Helldivers, they have on their website, they have a phrase on their website that I think is very true about games, and I think can be also applied to like real life and places that people can congregate. On their website, it says that a game made for everyone is a game made for no one. I would argue that you can expand this to say that a space for everyone is a space for no one. That doesn't mean that you should like aggressively gatekeep people out of certain spaces, but it does mean that, you know, there's only so much that people can do to make things as accessible as they can. And as much as that sucks, it's just the reality that we live in.
Unfortunately, that oh, I hate saying that, but like, yeah, no, it's, there's only so much you can do until it's too much, until it's too costly, until we just can't do anymore.
Yeah.
And or we don't have the resources to upkeep it.
But for the love of God, there's no reason why you can't wear goddamn headphones on the subway. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I guess that's the main thing I want to say. Don't be a dick to others. Like, do your part in society.
Yeah. I hate to sound like that Facebook mom, but like that's it. We've lost the social contract. That's why things are a lot of the that is why a lot of the times things are the way they are these days.
Yeah.
The good thing is, I think these are things that can be taught to people.
Yeah, no, it is. And like, we can talk about it, we can have genuine conversations about it, and we can teach people, hey, we can do this the right way, and this is like not a great way to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all. That's a Facebook mom. I'm trying not to sound like one, but I mean,
sometimes they're right about things.
Sometimes the Facebook moms do be saying fags.
Broken clock is twice right.
You almost got that one right.
I know, I fucked that up.
A broken clock can be right twice a day.
Well, what I said still counts.
Unless it's a 24-hour clock, and then it's only right once a day.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it for us. We've been going for, 2.5 hours almost? So
yeah, a little bit longer than I intended, but I had fun.
Yeah, it's good that we finally got back to doing these WTFs. I know we're supposed to do them every month. I mean, ideally,
We've
the
been
thing is
busy.
ideally, though, the thing is we do it when we feel like we have things to talk about. We don't want to get on here and just go, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?"
How you doing?
So since it's been 2 months, we definitely had some stuff to talk about, and especially since we just got back from Otakon, we definitely wanted to talk about that because this is the best place to talk about stuff like that going on in our lives. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up here. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by to watch us tonight. Don't forget, we have memberships on now on our YouTube channel. If you want to become a member of Anime Club After Dark, it is only $2.99 a month. You get a brand new shiny little badge next to your name when you do that in our chat. You also, if you have your YouTube channel linked to Discord, you will get a special role in our Discord server. If you don't already have a role that's higher. There's only 2 roles that you can get that are higher, though, and those have to be given out. What else? Oh, you also get access to some Anime Club After Dark emotes that you can use everywhere on YouTube and not just on our channel. So yeah, do consider supporting us that way. If you would like, we definitely appreciate it, and everything we do make there goes directly back into supporting what we do here at Anime Club After Dark. Also, don't forget to like this stream if you liked it. Subscribe if you would like to see more. We have a brand new episode of the Anime Club After Dark podcast coming out tomorrow. I hope everyone checks out with Vix. It was really, really fun.
It was a spicy one.
It was really, really fun judging Shinoda for like an hour and 15 minutes. I think that's about how long the runtime was. You can also check down below where you can find links to all the stuff Anime Club After does. We have a link to our Discord server down there as well. If you want to ask us questions that appear here on our WTFs, you are more than welcome to do so. But only join our Discord server if you are 18 years of age or older. It is not a place for children. No, 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 no. You will be booted out. I promise. I promise. But you can also check out down below where you can find links to all the stuff Anime Club After Dark does as well. With all that being said, though, I have been your host, Alex, and we will see you next time. Say goodnight, Shinoda.
'Twas good times. Everyone enjoyed themselves, and please hydrate. It's been hot as a mother.
Not in Florida. Y'all been hotter than we have.
I hate that. I hate that. I genuinely hate that.
I don't know what god I had to pray to make this happen, but I'm glad I did.
Look, there's a hurricane coming. Like, you guys might get hit by it.
Listen. I did the Superman breath of super breath. It went away.
Oh God, did it shift up?
Yes. It's
Oh
gonna go
no!
back out of the Atlantic.
Oh, okay, that won't be bad then.
It's got like a little dick curve to it. It's going back out into the Atlantic. Yes, the God Emperor. Yes, that's who I prayed to for sure, for sure. Anyway, good night, everybody.